listening to the Wake Up Yo DMV podcast.
Good morning.
Wake up, wake up, wake up. Good morning.
Wake up on your feet. You know what it is.
Hey, it's your boy Big Sush.
It's your man Russ B. Take it easy.
Oh man, Russ, how's your day going this morning?
Man, it's a beautiful morning, man. It's good to wake up. I'm blessed and I'm not stressed.
I'm telling you, it's another sunny day, man. You know what? I can't complain. If anything, I'm happy just to see another beautiful day like this, man.
Man, yes, you're right, man.
It's almost the first day of spring, or is it spring already?
It's spring already.
It's spring already. Look, I'm a day behind.
And the sun is shining.
What?
And we still grinding.
Well, look, today is a beautiful day because we got something special for y'all.
Yes, we do.
Here on Wax today.
Man, listen, man, I got my man. He does a lot for the community. He does a lot for his people.
A man for the people.
Man, the man for the people. Matter of fact, is Marco for the people.
What's up,
Hey.
What's up, fellas? How's
What's
everything?
going on?
What's up, Marco? How you doing today?
Man, I'm blessed. I appreciate y'all having me here today, man. Help the community. I love it. I appreciate what y'all doing.
That's right. Let's just dive right into it, Marco. Marco, what you got going on? Tell us what you got happening, who you are.
Well, my name is Marco for the people. I'm a regional star right now.
That's right.
What I do is I do youth sports, youth activities. I got my own company, Unknown Talent. Unknown Talent's here to help the youth discover their unknown talents and their unknown abilities. No matter what your background is, you do have an ability and a skill. We just need to tap into it and find it.
Right, that's right. So Marco, so I like the way you get back. So you're saying it's unknown talent. What does unknown talent mean actually?
Well, unknown talent, the reason we chose the name is because it's endless.
Right.
At the end of the day, these kids are our future.
Right.
They have endless potential.
Absolutely.
And if we put boundaries on them, we're limiting our kids.
Definitely.
We need our kids to expand the horizon for our future. So yeah, we may have limits on our lives, but our kids have no limit. So this company here is geared towards all the babies, starting at a young age. We use athletics to get them out the house, to get them active, to get them that team atmosphere.
Okay.
As a community, we have to work together.
Okay.
So basketball just creates another, environment that we can learn another skill that we can use in life.
Okay. Shush, you got a question for him?
Tell me a little bit about the coaching as far as basketball. Do you just do basketball, or did you do football?
Well,
or do you do both?
me personally, man, I'm a disciplinarian.
Okay.
I love hard, but I'm very strict.
Okay.
So kids that come through our program, they're very disciplined at the end of the day. They start out, we focus on listening skills.
Right.
In life, everybody needs listening skills.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? It helps you become more successful. If you can't listen, you don't understand. If you don't understand, you can't comprehend. You understand?
Right.
It causes issues and frictions.
Mm-hmm.
So what we do is we do small things where we just get the kids to learn how to listen to begin with. Even if it is sit down and stand up. To be able to sit down and stand up is so basic, but if you can't follow that direction, you go to the third grade and you can't sit down and stand up.
Right.
There's an issue.
Right.
That's right. So what are you? So you know how a lot of coaches they just preach on basketball. But how are you on education?
Well, this is what we do. We like to travel.
Right.
And the only way to travel is to have the correct grades because it's a business trip.
That's right.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We're not just going to have fun.
They got to earn it.
You have to earn it.
That's right.
You have to earn it. And schoolwork is one thing, but a home life is another thing.
Okay.
So these households must be strong, and these kids must assist in building the structure of these households.
Okay.
So we teach the kids to help at home. We teach them to do schoolwork. We go out of town. We travel on trips. When we travel on trips, this is where the kids learn the most. They learn the most on these trips. Why? It's time to be independent.
Okay.
Your mommy and daddy not here no more.
Right.
It's just Coach Marco.
That's right.
And I'm going to treat you as such.
Right.
So you're a young man. I'm an older man.
Right.
We're going to treat each other as men.
Right.
We're going to have men conversations and conduct ourselves as men.
That's right.
And even if we're not at home,
Right.
we can conduct ourselves as men out there in the streets and represent well.
So they gain life skills at
That's
the end.
right.
Absolutely. That is number one in our program. Whether or not you go to college and play college basketball means absolutely nothing.
That's right.
Right.
I need this basketball to get you in the gym so that I can teach you the rest of these things you need for life.
Right.
Absolutely. See, that makes perfect sense.
All right.
So that's our mission. We've been doing this probably about 5 to 6 years.
Okay.
We've been really trying to get some more funding so that we can push the program a little bit further.
Okay.
Up to date, we're about 500 kids we've adjusted.
Nice.
Some of our kids are now in college. They're moving forward. They're playing overseas basketball.
That's right.
A lot of our younger kids are just coming up in the program, and they just have that
Hold
dream.
on. Don't mean to cut you off. You heard what the big Marco for the people said. We looking for some more funding. So if y'all out there and y'all see him and he's trying to get some help, and you see him trying to do right by these kids, he's trying to get some funding. Do the right thing like Spike Lee.
Absolutely.
My bad, go
Absolutely.
ahead.
I appreciate you. I know
My
talent.org.
bad. We had to get it right.
appreciate you. I
Had to get
appreciate
it
you.
right.
For the one time.
I appreciate you. I know talent.org. So, I mean, we're just trying to do it one kid at a time. We can't save everybody.
Right.
And you know, I'm going to be completely honest with you. Our program is completely transparent.
Okay.
A child has an issue, a parent
That's
has an
good.
issue. We go ahead and have that conversation.
That's right.
At the end of the day, I need this child to win no matter what.
Right. In life.
In life.
In life.
In life. And it's not even about basketball, I promise you. Basketball is just a tool that I'm using to get them out the house and to interact with others.
And get them to still, if it can
Stay
get
out
you,
of
if it
trouble.
can get you education, let's get the education.
we
you know what I'm saying? 'Cause
always-
basketball
yes.
can get you the education
Absolutely.
too. Because we play
Absolutely.
ball to get an education too.
Absolutely.
Just the
Absolutely.
education, not the money, not nothing.
Absolutely.
If we're gonna play ball, we want an education.
Absolutely.
A full
Division
ride.
1, Division 2, Division 3 community college prep school. An education and a certificate means that you're going to be a successful individual
That's right.
in our community.
That's right.
Nice.
And that's all we're looking for.
And the biggest thing is trying to, and I love it, to keep it, you keeping them out the streets, man.
Man,
I
listen,
love it, man. Keeping
That's
them out the
probably the-
streets.
the big out of
I mean, the
anything.
biggest thing is, man, keeping them out the streets. Because I remember as a youngin', I had a coach Darnell Armstrong, was up with it. You know, yeah, he kept me out the streets
Mine
for
was
as
Coach
much
Neal.
as he could keep
Shout
me
out
out the
Coach
streets.
Neal.
Coach Neal, shout out Coach Neal. He kept us
Kennedy
out the
High
streets,
School.
and he had to come pick us up every day.
Correct.
And I know you do it too.
Yeah, I mean, that's
You know
that
what I'm saying?
investment I'm putting into my community.
Yeah, that's right.
You know, and if you don't invest in your community, what do you expect to get out of it? You know, you're gonna get the scraps. And I'm not one for the scraps. I want the finer things in life.
Come on, man.
And I want everybody else to want the finer things. But in order to get that, we got to put our work in.
Come on, man.
And that's what I'm doing right now. You know, now that you talk about getting the kids off the street, I got a new initiative coming, man. It's called Take Shots, Don't Shoot.
Take shots, don't shoot.
Take shots, don't
Tell
shoot.
us about it. What's
Tell
that?
us about it.
Man, listen, statistics right now in the state of Maryland, in Baltimore, one person dies every day from gun violence.
Yeah, it's facts.
The year of 2022, one person has died every day. We need to save these kids' lives
We
early.
need to. Come on, man.
And our program is not geared towards our high school or our adults that are committing the crimes. It's the people that are committing the crimes when we're older. The kids in the next 10 years that'll be 15
Come on.
through 21.
Our kids, the kids you coaching.
I'm trying to get these
The
babies,
kids you
man.
coaching.
This program is for the babies. I'm reaching out. If you have any interest in helping the community, genuinely helping the community, and we're talking about the ages of 5 to 10-year-old kids,
Come on, man.
reach out, unknowntalent.org, please. We're trying to save these babies now before they get to the point where they can actually hold guns and hurt each other.
That's right. And they holding them at a young age. Believe that. 5, 6, 7. They holding them. They leaving them around. These parents, they out of order.
Yeah.
And that's why he here. That's why we here, to show you that we trying to do something different. Show you that it's another way. Showing you, yeah, we do sports, but sports is not just what it is. We want an education. We want to educate ourselves. We want to educate our youth.
Absolutely.
As we build our youth, we build our parents. We build our parenting skills.
So, quick question. So, as we jump into the summertime, are there any upcoming programs you have?
We
coming
do.
up?
We do have a summer program coming up. It's on our website, unknowntalent.org. You can go in there. You can check out all of our programs. You can register online. We keep it updated with all the events that are coming up. We don't have a commitment program. It's one of those programs where you can come up one day, and if you don't want to come back for another month and you're not free, the doors are always going to be open.
It's always open.
The doors are always open. The main reason the doors are always open is because we work with other programs. We're not just one program trying to force you to stay with us.
That's right.
We unite with every program across Montgomery County.
That's right.
Team Impact, Team Veto,
Yeah.
DC Premier,
Community
Takeover,
sports.
District Sports.
Yeah.
You know, there's guys everywhere in this area that are actually trying to help the community.
That's right. Shout out y'all, man.
And
Big
because
shout out.
we're not just trying to, we're not trying to monopolize.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, everybody needs to have a helping hand in building this community.
Absolutely.
At the end of the day, if we don't help each other, we're going to tear it down together.
Yeah.
So let's do it the right way.
Each one teach one.
Each one teach one.
Somebody got to lead the blind.
So Big Marco, for the people, what made you want to get back to these people? Did you have some type of inspiration? Did you have some type of...
it's funny you say that. Back in the day, I used to enjoy youth sports so much, right? But I couldn't stand my coach. Yeah. Coach Williams, I love you, man. Hey, Ramon, your dad's the best.
Oh, my God.
Look, shout out. Look, I couldn't stand him. You understand? Yeah. Tuck your shirt in. Tie your shoelaces. Marco, why you late? I told you what time I'm going to be outside.
But it's discipline.
You understand? I couldn't stand him. Yeah. But as I grew as a man, the respect level that I had for what he did to come pick me up, make sure I tied my shoes. Make sure I didn't look sloppy and tuck my shirt in. Make sure I looked presentable.
That's right.
And it wasn't for him. He did it for me.
Yeah.
He did it for me. And all those years of being ungrateful, right? Now I know what it was. It's my turn to give it back.
Exactly.
Right? He gave it to me. I'm giving it to at least 500 more so far. And I ain't done yet.
That's right.
I know that's right.
And Mr.
Shout
Williams,
out Marco.
Mr. Williams, I appreciate you. Mr. Williams, I do appreciate you. You know, everything you did for our community. I wasn't the only one. It's like the older gentlemen in my life, they conducted themselves as kings.
I know,
and they controlled their throne.
That's right.
And now that I've taken my role, because they're like, Prince, it's your throne now. I'm gonna sit over here and let you do you. I don't have no choice but to walk with my chin up. You know what I'm saying? Chest out, ready to go.
King.
And I'm giving that to the youth because they next. When it's my time to move out the way, man, I want you to walk proud. I want you to make me look good. Like, damn, I had a part in that.
I know that's right.
You gotta show them how to move like kings, man. And the only way you can show them how to move like kings if you moving like a king.
That's right.
That's what king is. And it's just same thing with queens. You gotta show these young women how to be queens, and you gotta move like a queen. The only way they can know how to move like a queen is if you move like one.
Absolutely.
You understand?
All we doing is copying what we seen before us and try to make it better.
Come on.
We get it and we try to remix it and make it better. Remix and make it better. But if you get the kids a great image to try to emulate and do better.
That's right.
If that's all they see. See, when they see different things, then they say, oh, I don't know which way to go. But if you're giving them two great images, that's all they see, then it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, that's what our program focuses on.
Something solid to build on.
Yeah, it's something solid to build on,
And we try, that's what we use our traveling for. Our mentoring is where, I'm going to be honest with you, if we get funding, it's going straight to our mentoring program. The activities and events that we do etiquette classes for the young men.
I know that.
Now, imagine a young man having to dress up just to go out to dinner.
He's supposed to.
It ain't we're not wearing jeans and a t-shirt and all baggy and strap. Just get dressed for this 1 hour and a half.
Always have a suit in your car.
You know how he feels at the end of the night? Like he has no choice but to feel like a man. Like a man.
Man, listen, my mom told me always have one suit. You should have 2 suits. You should at least have 2 suits. And a man never told me that. My mama told me that. You know what I'm saying?
But that's that extra perspective.
Yeah, it's that extra perspective. So when you got a coach, he say, look, dress up. That just make you feel so good. I remember dressing up, going to school the day before the game. You always had to dress up the day before the game.
The day before the game, and
or the day of the game. One of those.
Look, that's just school. What about church? Church put it on everyone heavy. I definitely say sports gave everyone a creative cutting edge when it came to dressing up, because you got a chance to be seen by your peers.
Your peers. You see, church, everybody dressed up. You know what I'm saying? But when you went to school, I'm talking about you going to school. And you in a little, we had to dress up as Little League, like unknown talent, you know what I'm saying? And we would have to go to school. Everybody, I'm talking about your coach and I there, everybody, it might be only 3 people from your school there. You understand what I'm saying? But y'all 3, the only ones dressed up. Nobody knows why you're dressed up. Nobody knows that. You know what I'm saying?
They gonna know.
Nobody knows that. You know what I'm saying? That shit, it was cool, man. It was definitely a beautiful thing and a beautiful. So look, I know you had a coach that just passed away. Talk a little bit about him.
Yeah, so my guy, man, I know a lot of people know him out in Maryland, the DMV area, Coach Ron Samuels. Coach Ron, man, legendary coach. Touched so many people in his community. I mean, he's touched more people than he knows. The branches of people that he's connected with over the last 15, 20 years of coaching in Montgomery County, amazing. Out of Richard Montgomery High School, right there in Montgomery County. me and Coach Ron started a couple different organizations.
Right.
We've done a lot of youth programs together. We started working probably about 10 years ago, really, really tough. We grew up in the same neighborhood, but we weren't on the same side of the train tracks, if you know what I'm talking about.
I'm with you.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But that was my guy, and we could stand each other back then. But as we grew to adults and understood what life was really about, our lifestyles and our visions and our goals really united, and we really built something strong. I mean, this program, Unknown Talent, it's Ron's idea. It's my baby, but it's like our passion. And we left it so that it was Unknown Talent because when we created it, we didn't know where we were going with it. We just knew that it involved the unknown and kids with their talents. And we connected the names together, man, and we just started getting it going good. We started working with the foundation school out there in Gaithersburg and Orlando, trying to get our after-school program started. COVID hit us hard. We messed up our whole plan. So we're trying to get it back started. But he did pass away last year. Rest his soul. He's got 3 beautiful kids. We're trying to make sure they get into college.
That's right. That's right.
He's got a freshman in high school right now. It's rough, you know what I'm saying, as a freshman in high school. But he's a phenomenal athlete, phenomenal student, phenomenal kid. And at the end of the day, Ron's man down. And as we coach in basketball, it's the next man up. Right. I got to make sure my man goes to college, goes to school, take care of business. Right. He's got an older brother that's about to graduate this year out of Mount Zion Prep.
So you like I'm my brother's keeper?
Absolutely.
I'm my brother's keeper?
Absolutely. Listen, once you're in this program, you're our responsibility. A man go down, parent go down. We're going to try to do the best we can to fill that void.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? If we had the full financial capabilities, we'll take care of everything.
Yeah, you heard the full financial capabilities.
I mean, it's not like
full financial capabilities.
It's not for me. It's for these kids.
Let's help these kids.
Yeah, the ones that really need it. I'm not talking about like the ones that, you know, they can't get the new pair of shoes. I'm talking about the one that got the shoes from last year that don't fit this year. That's going through a bullying issue at gym class or at recess because the shoes aren't up to par. Now he's defensive, and you want to know why he's aggressive.
Or mama on drugs, daddy ain't been home, or daddy in jail, ain't got nobody to look up to.
Or to buy him that pair of sneakers.
You know, and
the money getting spent somewhere else.
You know, and I don't blame the county on anything, but I do believe that, you know, some of the funding that they have is not being put to the right places. And it's only because we're using numbers instead of reality. Let's get back to the streets and actually ask these people what they need. And let's see how we can really assist immediately, not in the future, but what do you need right now?
Let me ask you a question. You saying they doing numbers and they not doing the streets. Are they ever going to be in the streets? Are they in the streets? Are they there? Are they taking it to the streets? Because they not doing numbers for us. They ain't never. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
So the way the mathematics that is breaking down is the numbers are coming in.
What numbers? That's what I'm asking you. Let me get that. Let me clear it up. What numbers?
So there's millions of dollars that are coming into local county schools for after-school programs. It's up to the actual county to select which programs are going to receive that funding.
Yeah, but is it the black programs? Or is it the minority program? So let's not say black.
Okay, so it's not really black. It's not really white. It's the income differential. It's the lower income families.
Ain't
are
that
not
black
receiving.
And white? Isn't that black and white?
Well, that involves all different.
All different type. But I'm saying, let's say minority.
Yes.
I understand what you're trying to take it, but let's be for real.
Yeah.
Let's be real.
Yeah.
Minority, right?
Correct.
Minority.
Typically, it is going to be the minority community.
We're not trying to be because we not that. Yeah. But let's be for real.
Yeah. The money is coming in, and it's not that the money's not going out. Don't get me wrong.
It's going out.
If they got $1 million coming in, they got $1 million going out. It's just that the $1 million is going into the wrong hands that is spending it on marketing material instead of actual physical assets for these members that need them. So you can spend $500,000 in marketing, or we can go spend $500,000 on tennis shoes.
Or tennis shoes, or education, or books.
And now that we know every child, $500,000 in tennis shoes, we can get the cheapest tennis shoes possible. We might be able to get those for like $30 a pair.
You're talking about for your program.
I'm talking about for everyone.
But I'm talking about what about the programs that need the books?
Well, the programs that need the books.
I'm talking about the minority programs.
Yeah, so those programs, they get the money, but it's given back to certain things that don't directly benefit us.
Right.
Us in our community getting books does not help us.
Yeah, it ain't helping.
Because we're not going to sit down and read that book. You understand?
Dang.
Now, a mentoring program that's going to have an hour long that you have to come and read with a mentor.
That's real.
That's worth your money.
But why they not investing in that? Because why would he? Or do we not have those?
The numbers don't say that's what's working.
Because I know we do got those.
The
mentor program.
No, they're there.
I know they're there. I know they're there.
Well, the problem with the mentor program is this: in order for a mentor to get to a work site, you're looking at about an hour out of their life.
Yeah.
You're looking at another hour they're going to spend with that child. You're looking at another hour going home.
Yeah.
That's 3 hours.
Right.
Most mentors aren't paid at all.
Yeah. But do they? Yeah.
That's fact.
And until the community invests in certain mentors, they can build that bridge and that relationship to be able to mentor to the masses.
Yeah.
They won't fund it. And that's the downfall of the community. Because if you don't fund it, it's never gonna have a chance to flourish.
Then people give up.
You have a whole flower and a seed in the ground, and you never give it water. I don't care how much sunlight you put. It doesn't matter how much sunlight you put on it. You're putting the spotlight on the flower.
Damn.
That's perfectly fine.
Yeah.
But you deprive it of water.
Yeah.
The actual nutrient that it needs.
It never grow.
No, it's not gonna do anything.
It didn't die. It never grew.
And you got to put the cash flow.
It never had a chance to flow. I'm talking about it dies.
You got to. And
it never grew.
And the worst part is, like, I feel like at some point it's obvious.
Yeah. It's there.
And it's not like it's an unknown. Because there's plenty of parents that tell you, this program's great, this program's great, this program's great. But that program might not be profitable, but it's educational.
So let me ask you this. Do you think that because all of us, because I know y'all have a lot of groups, it's a lot of people doing a lot of things in the community in Montgomery County, but everybody's not united.
Very true.
Well, you know, the easiest way to divide a community is with cash.
Yeah.
The flow of money divides it.
Right.
Unknown talent, you're never going to see a bunch of our jerseys floating around.
Right.
You're not going to see that.
Right.
We're quality over
unknown
quantity.
Talent.
Yeah. Everybody's not going to, it doesn't fit everybody.
Right. Yeah, but what I'm saying is this is what I want you to understand. You got Coach Marco, you might got Coach this, Coach that, Coach this. But if the whole people come together and make one, when you separate, then you're divided. You understand what I'm saying?
Well, the number one problem
is it hard for you to connect with other coaches? That's the question.
We all don't have
other mentors.
It's not hard to connect, but we all don't have the same goal.
Same vision.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Correct.
And
that's how I separate myself from others, because there's dollar signs and then there's moral victories.
Yeah, because it ain't about the dollar signs.
I'm a moral guy. No. I'm a moral guy. Like, I get excited off of seeing someone else's success.
Somebody else win.
I don't need you to make this registration payment. Yeah. But if you show up to school and come back with this report card on this one day, you just made me feel like the man.
Let me tell you something, bro. I never had, when I played football, Coach Darnell, shout out Coach Darnell Armstrong. Again, like I said, I never paid.
Right.
My mama she had money, but guess what? She didn't worry about that. She said, send them boys with $50. Mm-hmm. Two brothers. Send them boys with $50 a piece. Yeah. That's $100. Yeah. Registration is $150. $50 weigh-in. You understand what I'm saying? See? Don't worry about nothing.
See? That's where it's at right
Shout
there.
out Darnell Armstrong.
Now see, as an adult, out of all the good things and bad things that might have happened around Coach Darnell and during football, Coach Darnell might have had him doing burpees and push-ups.
Come on, man.
And the one thing he's shouting out,
come on,
Coach Darnell looked out for the cookout.
Come on, for the cookout.
He made sure, Coach Darnell made sure you had activity.
I played.
Instead of sitting in the house doing something or thinking about something you don't have no business.
I played, Slim. I ain't gonna lie.
And it's underestimated in our community. Us minorities, we don't understand the value of an experience over an item.
Yeah,
an experience is so much more valuable than an item.
Yeah.
And that's what we teach it. Like when we go out of town, you know, we go there and we do it off the minimum budget.
Yeah.
We don't do it off the max.
Off your pocket. Off your pocket.
Absolutely.
You almost rarely come out your pocket.
Yeah.
Let's be for real.
Yeah,
my man ain't got no funding.
Yeah, we definitely
Let's keep it 100.
Yeah, so our budget is tight.
Let's keep it 100. Yeah. And 9 times out of 10, he's coming out of his pocket.
Yeah. But you know, like I told you, That smile they got on their face when they hop about that van.
When you eating at McDonald's, when you buying 10 fries, 10 Big Macs.
Man, listen.
I seen you. I seen you. I watched you.
Hey, look.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a joy that's hard to explain. It's hard to explain.
It's beautiful.
It's hard to explain that joy.
To have you here is beautiful.
Man, I appreciate you.
For real, bro.
I really do.
To have you here is beautiful.
It's amazing. It's amazing. And the thing is, I'm just trying to get bigger and better, man. I just want to grow. You know what I'm saying? I'm open. You got ideas, you got programs, you got brand new ideas. You need somebody to help implement them. Holler at me.
Listen, we all need to come together. I know y'all out there. You know what I'm saying? I see Maryland Raiders, KJ and the coaches.
What's up, KJ?
And them. That's Montgomery Village. You know what I'm saying? Big Mike, DGL. You know what I'm saying? Vito and them. I know what y'all got going on, man. Let's all come together. Ben Tupac, Community Sports.
I see
you know what I'm saying? Let's all come together, man. Marco for the people. Let's all come together, man. Let's put our heads together, man, and let's fund this, man, so we can help our youth, because we all mentors, because that's all we doing is mentoring. And when I recognize you, I know what's going on. And everybody I speak doing here, you understand, they know I know.
Yep.
From Mike Allen to Scoop to Quentin to KJ, you know what I'm saying? All y'all, all the coaches, y'all know.
Shout out to all the coaches.
Germantown Raiders, Community Sports,
Montgomery
Village Chiefs, all y'all, man. White Oak Warriors. We see y'all, man. Let's come together. Let's put our hands together, and y'all know what I know, man. This is for us. This is for our youth, man. Because if we ain't educating our youth, we ain't educating nobody.
That's right. That's facts, man. Hey, we're gonna do this, and at the end of the day, man, I'm challenging my whole community to step up.
Come on, man. I'm challenging them too.
Y'all.
I'm challenging them too.
And it don't even gotta be nothing big. Just something. I need you to do something that you can brag about.
Yeah.
That's it.
Let's just all meet up. Let's just all meet up. Yeah. Let's just all have a drink.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely do that. Y'all
Let's just all have a drink.
The summer coming.
Let's go have a drink and figure out how we can get these youth out here and come together and have a big event where they gotta sponsor us. Well, they got to. They can't deny us.
One conversation like that could actually change the demographic for the county.
Come on, man. Change the game.
Absolutely.
For the people. You know what I'm saying?
Now, with that being said, we're going to go ahead and take a commercial break.
Come on, man.
We'll be right back with y'all with more from Coach. Man. Stay tuned. Wake up, wake up.
Yeah.
We'll be back. Let's get it.
No necesitas crédito. En Bobby Furniture tenemos variedad de muebles a los mejores precios. Camas, sofás y lindas mesas de comedor. Así como lo oyes, no necesitas crédito. Bobby's Furniture, siéntate como en casa.
Wake up, wake up.
Yo, we back. Check us out. Keep flipping. We ain't switching and we ain't missing.
Man, we back with Coach.
Yeah,
Coach, talk to us.
Marco for the people. Hey, look, Marco, check this out, man. Listen, we gonna break it. Let's just dive into this about Brittany Grinder. How you feel about, is her name Brittany Grinder? What's her name?
I believe it's Let's just call her Brittany for now.
Brittany. Let's talk about Brittany, the WNBA player
that's stuck in Russia right now.
Let's talk about that since we on sports.
Man, it's crazy. It's crazy. You know, for the Olympics, we fly all these athletes overseas, but we can't get one back.
Man, we need her back.
You know what I'm saying? And I thought she was a major figure, that we would make a major move.
I thought we would.
Brittany Grinder. That's the name.
Grinder.
Yeah. Okay. She's actually stuck in Russia right now. From there we go.
We weren't on.
We on. All right. From what they're saying, she's not only stuck in Russia, but they've just pushed her case back 2 months.
Yeah, she's in jail. She's literally in jail for a vape.
Yeah. Well, you know, it's a hard situation because she knew better.
Yeah, let's go. Let's give it the real. Let's give it the real. Let's give it the real.
She definitely. It's hard because through life we go through humbling experiences, and some are extreme and some are less extreme. But this one right here that she's going through, I'm hoping that others learn from her mistake.
I hope y'all do learn from this mistake, because we cannot be stuck in Russia. It's not even UK, it's Russia. And due to the fact that what we're going through in this world, and y'all know I'm not into that. So, but for them to be, and her to be stuck in Russia is like a coincidence.
Yeah.
It's like a coincidence to me. It's like the biggest
small here is huge there.
It's like the biggest First of all, UK and Russia beefing, and then for her as a American woman that plays in the WNBA, and now you're detained. It sounds like a coincidence.
It sounds like
because ain't America helping Ukraine?
Yeah, it sounds like we're gonna show you what's really going on right here.
We got her.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm gonna show your people you can't do nothing about it.
I don't know, man. They said America just sent over a lot of guns and stuff,
a lot of ammunition
to Ukraine. So man, Brittany Grinder, I pray as you come home. I hope you come home, man.
Same here. I believe should be home soon, man. God willing, they just doing it for the publicity right now.
Yeah.
But you know, I think sooner or later they're gonna really have a heart and understand that young lady needs to come on back.
She got. How's it much understanding if the other team is helping? I'm just talking about because I pray. Like you said, it's like a coincidence.
Yeah. But you know, the way we think is not the way that the world is ran.
Yeah, you're right. I'm just hoping.
The world is ran by an undercurrent.
I'm hoping.
And we got to get with the flow of the undercurrent to understand what's going on top.
I'm hoping, man.
Man. Listen, let's not hope. Let's pray.
Let's pray
because she's in
moment of silence.
She's in a situation.
Moment of silence for Brittany Grinder.
Now y'all do recall ASAP Rocky being stuck overseas.
Oh yeah, I did hear about that.
You know I
really ain't know too much.
I know that from time to time we do get some of our famous people caught in a little bit of a mess overseas. But 9 times out of 10 they're usually harder on us even overseas.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. It's different. It's smoking different.
Yeah.
It's definitely different.
Listen, when you go out of town, you got to be on your best behavior.
That's true.
Your mama always told you don't show off in public.
Come on.
Because if you got to get towed up in public, I'll take you in the bathroom and tear you up.
Come on, man.
Now, see, they over there showing off. Now they in the bathroom getting towed up. Yeah. Can't nobody save you.
Yeah.
Can't nobody save you when your mother pull you
from
out.
overseas, auntie. Now that you think about it, because that's totally different ball game overseas.
Yeah. Let's keep it. Brittany Grinder. We hope everything works out for you.
She be home.
We ain't gonna talk too much into that, but we definitely hope you go home. And Russia and UK, we know what y'all got going on. So bring our sister home.
Bring our sister home.
Other than that, let's go back.
Drop a bomb for Brittany.
Let's go out there. I want to touch your brain, Marco, for the people about Dion Sanders and how you feel about him and getting like the high school top picks and getting them into HBCUs and how beautiful that is, and how and they really need to be in HBCU to see their people and understand who they are. I mean, I understand like Ohio State and Miami and all those big colleges and Michigan State, they give them the exposure, but you still got to know who you are and how you feel about it. I think that's big.
I'm gonna tell you what Dion's doing. Is Dion's giving back to his community the right way.
That's right.
You understand?
That's right.
Out of all the money and all the shoes Dion made, don't none of that mean nothing compared to the fact that this man is creating generational wealth for other members in his community. Yeah. These kids that are going to his school are most of them not going to the NFL. They don't have that NFL dream. Yeah. But they do have a dream of having a college degree.
And knowing who they are.
And who they are.
And being around your people.
Man, Dion has always been Dion Sanders. He's never been nobody else.
Come on.
He might have had a couple nicknames, but you knew who he was when you seen him, right? Mm-hmm. And for him to provide these opportunities in college right now for these kids to come. And then the best part is, I'm going to tell you, these kids are smarter than we think. They figured out the system that the big name don't always mean the big opportunity.
It's who you are.
It's up to you. It's up to you.
It's your name.
It's you.
It's you.
It's your world.
It don't matter what color your jersey is. What you do with that jersey on is what defines you.
Come on. You a winner regardless. It's about how you move. Stay cool. Don't play the fool.
Man, Dion is like a perfect example of unknown talent.
Come on, man.
Dion finds these kids. He brings them in. Yeah, D1, D2 might see him, but his GPA is not where it needs to be at.
Come on, man.
Dion says, man, this kid's got potential.
Come on, man.
Come over here. Give me 2 years. If you do it in 2 years, man, transfer out of here and go where you want to go.
Come on, man.
Go D1. Go to the big name school.
Come on.
But you've proved yourself. And once you prove yourself, you don't have no choice but to respect
Come on,
it.
man. Shout out Master P for getting them boys that money.
Absolutely.
How you feel about that?
Man,
How you feel about that?
Man, look.
Shout out to P. Shout out to P, man. He did it big for them boys. You hear me?
Shout out Malik Bowman. He just 17-year-old young man playing for OTE.
Man, listen.
Man, basketball is changing this young man's life out of the city. Doug, what up, Doug? We got love for you, Doug.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? Like Doug's changing people's lives out here
man.
with Prospect U in the city.
Come on.
Man, big shout out to y'all. They send a lot of boys to the NBA. You're gonna see in a couple years.
Come on, man.
Prospect U gonna be all over the internet, all over everything. He's sending the kids straight to the NBA. I promise you.
I think it's so beautiful that now they're getting paid. For if you're that caliber type of guy, you should have been getting paid. They've been putting you in the games. They've been putting your average up. They've been making money off your jersey without your name on the back of it. Like it's mandatory. Like y'all should have been getting money.
And the thing about it is, right now, the way that the people that are doing it the right way, they not giving out a little bit of money.
Come on, they getting a lot.
They're not giving out minimum wage.
They changing lives.
They giving out 6-figure deals.
They changing lives
to high school
as
high
they
school
should.
youth.
As they should.
And the funny thing is, if you really think about it, how many years they have not been giving that money back? How many years that money been going in that piggy bank off of the youth of our community?
Bro, they NCAA been making NCAA games since NCAA. Them boys couldn't make no money off their NCAA game. They've been selling their jerseys since forever, bro.
Yeah.
You can go in there and go get a Jalen Rose jersey, a number 5 jersey, Michigan State, and he ain't making no money off that. The school making money off of it.
Yeah, the University of Michigan football stadium holds approximately 106,000 members.
Come on.
How much is a ticket to a University of Michigan football game?
What is it?
I don't know, but let's say $5.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money. And guess what? They come to see one player.
That's a lot of money.
One player.
That's a lot of money.
They come to see you.
That's a lot of money.
One player. You making all the money off me.
$500,000 a game.
No. Oh hell! And I can't get no kickback.
Nah, we ain't talking about no parking.
And if I mess up, you ready to kick me out of school?
Oh, you gotta go.
You gotta go.
All part of the game.
You gotta make all the money off me, and now you ready to get me rid of me.
Yeah.
This shit can't work.
I usually what you work.
Look, stay focused. Understand HBCU, man. That's just what it is. That's just what it is. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. And if you can go, you can make it.
HBCUs, right? They're not publicized, and that's the problem. I went to an HBCU. Shout out Elizabeth City State University. What's up, y'all?
Hey, drop a bomb.
Yeah.
Howard University.
Hey. What's up with them Omegas and them Deltas
Bowie
out there?
State.
Hey. Shout out to y'all. I love y'all.
HU.
So look, I went to an HBCU, right? And I'm from Montgomery County.
Yeah.
That was a life-changing experience.
Was it? Tell us about it.
Man, let me tell you.
Tell us about it.
Let me tell you.
Let me tell you something. You know me.
Right.
I didn't make it to college.
Right.
But if I could understand, what I tell my kids is, I want them to go to an HBCU.
Let me tell you.
I don't want you to go.
I went to college, but I didn't go to an HBCU. Okay. So I would love to hear.
So tell us about it. Tell us about it.
Love to hear.
I went to an HBCU. Mm-hmm. It is so cultural that...
Culturally diverse?
No.
Not culture.
Cultural.
You got black people hanging on the walls everywhere. Everywhere.
Wow.
Listen, only the closest I seen to HBCU right now is Homecoming America. The American Homecoming. That's the closest thing I seen. And Shorty goes to an HBCU and it's just so beautiful. Everywhere she walks is black people on the wall. Absolutely. I said it's beautiful.
Absolutely.
And that's real.
And when you go to an HBCU, you're no longer the minority. You're now the majority.
You're a majority, not a minority.
You understand? Oh, you're the
majority, not the minority.
Absolutely.
That's what it is. You said minority, not the majority.
Absolutely.
You're the majority, not the minority.
No, you're the majority.
Yeah, not the minority. Let's go.
And the funny thing about it is, when you walk in there and you realize your majority strength, your chest goes up, your chin goes up. You suddenly have pride in things you never thought you would have pride in. You start thinking about the things your grandmother went through for you to get to where you got to. It was no longer, my mom worked 3 jobs, but what did my grandmother have to do
pick these
to
motherfucking
get
guys?
here?
She had to go get slaves. You don't even know what she might have to do some things that was unpredogatory. Whatever it was.
You know.
I was trying to say. You know what I was trying to say.
Listen, we know that the word right there wasn't right.
Come
and
on,
our
man.
grandma shouldn't have had to do that.
And
for
she had to do that.
I know that's
and that's
right.
how
That's
blessed
what
you
we
is.
know. And
That's how blessed you is.
And sometimes it take that moment.
We kings
for you
and
to
we
see.
queens.
It take that moment.
Come on, man. And once you understand what your peoples went through and open your eyes, see, they don't understand. That's why I want everybody that's minority or black to understand HBCUs are so beautiful. And I don't know. And I'm telling you, I just seen it on TV. And my aunts done been to HBCUs. You understand? My aunt went to Howard. My aunt went to Norfolk State. Shout out Norfolk State. I think they in the March Madness tournament or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Norfolk State because my aunt went to Norfolk State and she HBCU. But the thing about what I'm telling you is once you go to HBCU, you understand your culture, who you are, what your people went through to get where they are. You know what I'm saying? What Malcolm had to go through, what Rosa Parks had to go through, what all these other educated women and all these other educated black men had to go through to understand that shit was real.
Absolutely was.
And that's point blank period. Shit was real.
Shout out to everyone who paved the way for
everything
man. We got right now.
Come on, man.
To get us where we at.
Come on, man. Shout
that's
out,
real.
man.
That's real. So many ways.
Shout out real, man. So shout out to all the HBCUs doing their thing and on more number one picks. Stop going to those big colleges. Stop going, because guess what? You are perfect. You are great. Yeah. You are king. You are queen. Learn your culture. Learn your people. Understand who you are. You are the truth. They are scared of you. That's point blank period, man.
Nah. On a side note, when y'all brought up Dion Sanders, man, I thought y'all were going to bring up how he lost his toe.
Oh, I didn't even know about the toe.
Hey,
let it go, Sue.
I heard it on
Let
ESPN.
it go.
I said, oh, Lord.
Let it go. Let it go. Big Sue. He done brought up the toe.
Hey, yo.
Let it go.
Oh, man.
But it's beautiful, man.
Shout out Dion Sanders, man.
Definitely shout out Dion
Sanders.
Man,
Dion Sanders, let me tell you, when I was growing up, Dion Sanders had one of the cleanest jerseys because nobody could tackle that man. That man was untouchable. He used to be like, man, I gave you some bread, you could tackle me.
He's
you know
the best that ever did it now.
Never had green on his jersey.
Then. You know what I'm saying? What he's doing now is what he stand for then, which means you can't touch me. Like MC Hammer, you can't touch this. You know what I'm saying? Who's that?
For sure. All right, y'all, we'll be back. It's the Yo DMV. Let's get it.
Wake up.
Wake up.
KDP Studios. Check out Studio B, featuring photography, live production, entertainment, Waves Mercury bundle available in both Studio A and Studio B. Solid state mixing, same day mastering. Studio A features podcasting, recording. Book directly using the Book Now button below. Guests enjoy gaming and television while recording. Over 1,000 original beats to choose from. Follow the Yo DMV. KDP Studios. 18943 Bonanza Way, Gaithersburg, Maryland. 20879. Book your session now.
Wake up. I know y'all got y'all cake up.
Wake up.
Hey, check out the Jacob.
We're back.
We got Marco for the people in the building. We gonna end it off. You know what it is.
Drop a bomb for Marco.
Marco, what you gotta say? Don't play. It's game day.
Yo, listen up. I just want to shout out everybody from the Montgomery County area, DMV area. I got my man Doug with Prospect U down in the city. Prospect U,
DJ Prospect?
We rock with y'all. I mean, he's creating opportunities.
Shout out Prospect anyway.
Yeah. You can reach out to me, unknowntalent.org. Once again, unknowntalent.org. We're always taking donations. We're also tax deductible donations.
Make sure y'all donate.
Just to let you know.
Open them pockets and donate, y'all.
We actually take material as well as cash donations. So don't think that those brand new shoes that don't fit. We got somebody that can wear those.
Come on.
Backpacks, clothes, shoes, socks, all the assets. Please reach out to us on the website. If you're looking for any youth activities, youth programs on the website, we start at the age of 5. We go all the way up to the age of 17. Boys and girls.
Come on.
Weekly activities. You register online, you show up, you enjoy your good time, and then you come on back the next week and do it all again.
Hey, look. He giving you everything, and he giving you the pinky ring. Listen what I'm talking about, Marco. Look, it's almost over, and I ain't gonna brush no dirt off your shoulders, but I appreciate you. You understand? Fuck with Marco for the people.
Big shout out to Marco for coming on the show.
Cause you know he's big in his thing and he ain't playing. You understand what I'm saying? So listen, and everybody else doing the community, like I said, he's calling you on your bluff. You understand what I'm saying? Let's all get together. Let's all put our heads together. What you do for the community is what is unity. What you do for the community is what is unity. Let me repeat it again. What you do for the community is what is unity. Let's come together and let's all unite. That's shouting out to all y'all. Let's get together and let's sit at the table and let's figure out how can they put the money into us, to the minority. You understand what I'm saying? My man didn't want to say it, but I'ma say it. Minority. And you know what I'm talking about. You understand? Shout out Community Sports. Shout out DGL, Mike Allen and them. Shout out Ben Tupac. Shout out Scoop and Quentin and all them Montgomery Village Chiefs. Shout out KJ the coach and all them Germantown Raiders. Shout out them Germantown Ducks. Shout out Silver Spring Saints. Shout out Paint. Shout out White Oak Warriors. Shout out all them boys, man. We respect y'all, and y'all already know, man. We here, and when y'all want to come, we got the platform for y'all to come and speak y'all mind. And we still grinding. We still shining like diamonds.
Let's get it.
Hey, before I get out of here, I just want to give one shout out to my father, Mr. Henry Washington. He's getting a little bit older in age. I just want to show him some love. You know what I'm saying? Father Day every day of my life.
Every day.
I just want to show respect to that man. I appreciate y'all.
Let's go.
Hey. All right, y'all. Wake up, DMV. Wake up, wake up.
Wake up, wake up. Make up the breakup. Let's get this cake up. I know you're trying. You're shining like a diamond, but let's just do it like Nike.
Hey. All right, y'all. Till next time. Wake up.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. Get your ass up.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Get your ass up. On your feet, it's time to eat. Wake up. Good morning. Good morning. It's Russ B and Big Sush. It's Russ B and Big Sush. Get your coffee. Get your spliff. Get your coffee. Get your spliff. Get your coffee. Get your spliff. Get your coffee. Get your spliff.
You are now listening to the Wake Up Yo DMV podcast.
Good morning.